Let's speak now to the father of the victim, Mr. BATHO BARENG MPHOLO.
Good evening, and thank you to the viewers. Thank you to South Africans. It first started when I realized that Katlego is no longer on social media. I can't get hold of him on the phone. It was April last year. I then called the mother in Bloemfontein, who was staying alone because Katlego was staying with the grandmother, and asked her when did she last saw him. And then she said it has been a few days. I then asked her to go to the mother's house, which is Katlego's grandmother, where Katlego was staying, to find if Katlego is okay. And when she got there, she said the grandmother saying she has a month and few days since she last saw or heard from Katlego. I then asked her to go and open a missing person case at the police station, which she did. Nothing has been happening since April last year. Up until last week, she received a call from police saying they are going to do a DNA test, even though they didn't give information against which body. Then they did a DNA test, and then a few days later, she got another call from Pretoria forensic people saying the tests were not properly done. They are coming to do further tests. They came to do the test, and then yesterday she got a call from the police in Bloemfontein saying the results are back. They will come and see her in the afternoon. At 3 o'clock they came and they took her to the mother so that they can be together. That's where they broke the news that the DNA has been positive, even though still not giving the details against which body. Up until this morning, they called the police who sent in the case. Then only today that the police gave the full information that it was against that body that was burned in prison by Thabo Baxter.
Cell number 35, did they give you details as to how that happened?
Not really, because they only asked how did the body get there. And then they said, my son was found, he collapsed in town. They took him to the hospital. And when he got to the hospital, they discovered that he doesn't have enough blood. And then he lost his life. Then they took him to the government mortuary. As to how the body left the government mortuary, we don't know. And from my own side of story, that information, I don't believe it. As a perception that Katlego has been roaming the streets of Bloemfontein. And Katlego's half-brother works in Bloemfontein. He has been looking for him as well. So I don't believe that my son collapsed and then he was taken to hospital. There is more to it.
With regards
to it, honestly, we don't know, but on Monday we are going to the police station to get full details. We don't know yet, honestly, as to where the body is at the moment. Completely separate.
In one of your tweets,
my son was the person.
Yes, please continue, sir.
He was a soccer fanatic. Yes, my son was soccer fanatic, so he couldn't hang around with any other people except soccer-loving people. Yes, Katlego, he was supposed to turn 32 on the 18th of May because he was born 1991, 18th May. Well, we are very shocked, and it's mentally draining, it's spiritually draining, and the mother can't even talk. Even when I tried to call her this morning, she couldn't even talk. I'm talking to her through her younger sister. She's in a shock. Yeah, Katlego, he was a fun-loving person, making friends here and there, soccer-loving people. And yes, he has 2 kids, a son and a daughter. I have this view because from what we see, when we reported him missing, and the information that we are getting that he collapsed in town, it is not true. And again, how how did Thabo Bester get the hold of my son's body if he was in a government mortuary? And I can tell you, the mother, the grandmother, and the other families in Bloemfontein visited several mortuaries to look for him after reporting him missing. There was no sign of him in any mortuary. But why now? Why now? Because I haven't been there, because I'm going to Bloemfontein Monday morning. Those are the questions I'm going to post on them. I need full information, and I need the truth and nothing but the truth.
The Thabo Bester story does not stop with more and more shocking revelations. Today, the body that was burnt in cell 35 has been identified, and it's the body of Katlego, a 32-year-old father of two, a daughter and a son. Let me repeat that one more time. He was supposed to turn 32 years old on the 18th of May. He's survived by two children, a son and a daughter. If you found yourself having empathy for Nandipha and the fact that she's a mother and been convincing yourself that she is a victim, what do you have to say to his son and daughter who are now fatherless after a year of searching where he is? Katlego's father took to Twitter to make the announcement and break the news that the police have identified the body that was burnt in Thabo Bester's cell. But you can tell that for a father to take such news to Twitter, that he is calling on South Africa to back him up and help him get justice and truth for his son. It seems he's alleging that this might be a cover-up. He also shared that Katlego's half-brother has been searching for him in Bloemfontein. His family members, the mother, the grandmother, had been going to mortuaries around Bloemfontein, and there was no indication, the mortuaries and the hospitals. But only now are the police, first of all, confirming his identity and placing him in cell 35 at Mangaung prison. What are your thoughts, South Africa? Does the plot twist? I will admit that this was difficult to hear. A father narrate the ordeal of his son, or how the police say his son's life ended. Now the question lies, how will the family bury him? Where do the parents go to collect his spirit? I know that in the comments we have various different beliefs, but this is a man whose life was taken, and then his body was used without his consent or the family's knowledge, so that Thabo Bester could escape and go grocery shopping at Woolies and continue to scam multiple people of millions and millions of dollars. Meanwhile, people still share sympathy for Dr. Nandipha. What are your thoughts, Mzansi? Please do share your comments down below. And justice for Katlego.